Hello, guys, gals, and my non-binary pals. Welcome to The Vocal Minority, with Nick and Steve broadcasting live on the Really American Media platform. You all have joined us just in time for our political week in review. Keep in mind, champions, this is all need-to-know news. News you need to know. It's been another wild boar of a week, oink oink. So hop to it, boys. Let's get this dumpster fire under control before we start our weekend.
Nick, you're the champion. Take it away.
All right, we're getting into it. Welcome one, welcome all to The Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve. Back at it yet again, another podcast. We are live on the air, and thanks for joining us today, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. What was I going to say? Oh, hey, we got a website, thevocalminority.net. If you want to check us out and message us directly, that's really what the entire website is there for nowadays. So message us there and share things we do here on Really American and anywhere else, quite frankly.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of new content and new people on the platform. I mean, we're just really loading this platform up to give you real news, you know, stuff you can trust, that kind of thing. So we appreciate the support of the channel.
Goddamn right. And it is a Friday, so we made it. Hey, either I need to turn myself down or you need to turn yourself up. What would you rather do?
Oh, you can turn yourself up a little bit. Why?
No, either you go up or I go down.
Oh, I can go up a little bit if you'd like. Is that better?
Now I feel you.
Okay.
Ooh, hey, now. I feel you.
I don't want to be too loud. Am I?
Right.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, it is a Friday. Thank you to everybody logging in already, filling up the old chat room there. And you are the reason we do the show, quite frankly. That and the paycheck, but really it's for you guys, the vocal minority out there.
Yeah, it's mostly for you. Let's be real. So, yeah.
Hey, my dad always said, do what you love and the money will follow. We've been doing this for on and off 30 years, so the money's going to come any day now.
Right. I keep hollering at it like a lost dog. Come here, money. Come on. You can do it. Get over here.
I'm not sure if that's the best advice or the worst advice I've ever gotten, so...
Yeah, no kidding. Well, at least you're not miserable, dude. I mean, we're talking about a lot of miserable things that are going on with our country, but we sit amongst friends, not foes, and we get to discuss great stuff. Once in a while, we'll see a foe, a little troller in the chat, which I don't mind because, well, we got facts here. So, yeah, we can take that battle on. But, yeah, most of the time, it's us friends.
This is a friendly channel we're on. If you ever read the comment section, like there's really no mega trolls hanging out on this page, and it's one of many reasons I love it. And we have had a troll showing up here, and if he shows up again today, I've got some thoughts for him. And I assume it's to him, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, good. Well, should we get into
East Maverick? I don't actually disagree with you. Should be a short show today. Almost nothing happened since Tuesday. It's been a weird news week. It's been a couple of days this week where I'm struggling to find a solo story to do on Really American. Now, as always, we've brought plenty, I assure you, to fill the hour. So
yeah. Hey, dude, I felt the same way when I was starting to prepare for the show. But as I started going through shit, I was just like, oh, haven't heard about this, haven't heard about this. Like, there's a lot of entertaining stuff we can talk about today. And our headline story, I find very entertaining.
Oh, yeah. Prove it. Prove that this is worthy of talking about.
I will. Let's give you a little Paul Harvey so I feel right about getting into the need-to-know news.
This is need-to-know news. News you need to know.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey. Stand by for news.
Yes.
Get over here, Nick.
I'm right here.
How was Nick handling the news?
We're just getting going here. Let me give you this first clip to set up our headline story. This is all about Trump possibly lying. I can't believe it. I'll give you this video because I think it just sets it up perfectly. I believe this is from the BBC News.
There's been a right old bust-up between Donald Trump and Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Trump told an Italian journalist that Meloni had begged him for a photo together at a recent World Leaders Summit, and he'd felt sorry for her. That led Meloni to do something that European leaders rarely do, effectively accuse Trump of being a liar.
Frankly, I'm shocked. The only thing I can say is that it's a pity he doesn't show the same determination with the enemies of the West and the United States. But there's one thing he must remember. Italy and I, we never beg.
And it seems there's been real...
Hold on. First of all, what the hell's up with Beauty and the Beast here?
Dude, you're not so allowed to comment. I mean, he's a great reporter.
Is
Are you
he?
distracted by his looks? Yes,
He
obviously.
looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. What is
Oh.
this? This has to be British, obviously BBC. That guy's about as British as fucking Austin Powers.
Yeah, listen to him, dude. But he's bringing you great information. I can't believe you're so distracted.
He should be on the radio. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Continue.
Real world consequences.
What?
What? I said continue. I hit play. Go ahead.
Consequences. Italy's foreign minister has cancelled a trip to Washington. The wider point here is that while Donald Trump is doing deals with America's enemies like Iran, he's really dishing it out to his allies. Among many attacks recently, he's called Emmanuel Macron publicity seeking. He said Keir Starmer was no Winston Churchill, and he's reported to have said that Benjamin Netanyahu was effing crazy. With friends like these, who needs enemies?
Uh-huh. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted.
Yeah, you really were, dude. That was
Whatever
crazy.
that was.
Yeah.
Did you see his teeth? Jeez.
No, I was listening to the information that he's providing, you bastard.
All right, let me see if I picked up on any of it. So the Italian prime minister was accused by Trump of desperately wanting to take a picture with him. Like, please, Mr. Trump, please.
Yes, so they were hanging. Trump claimed Maloney desperately wanted a photograph with him at the G7 summit, suggested he only agreed because he felt sorry for her. What Trump reportedly said, she's probably happy I talked to her. I didn't have to talk to her. Then he added, she begged me to take a picture with her. She wanted a picture with me so badly. I wouldn't have taken it, but I felt sorry for her.
Oh, please. First of all, he loves taking pictures with anybody, especially any level of attractive woman.
Of course.
You know, so there's that. But yeah, why would she have to beg him? It was the G7. There were so many pictures going on.
Yes.
And so yeah, so she disagrees with his assertion. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, she responded within hours in a video message that I think you saw during that thing. If you weren't watching Teeth and a Hunchback, but yeah, she basically come up and said he completely made that up. I'm frankly astonished over the whole thing. Neither I nor Italy ever beg, which I thought was a great thing to say. So yeah, what is this, dude? Why do you think this happened?
I don't know. I'm more wondering, is this guy right? He's blind and has physical disabilities, you knob.
Well,
yeah. I mean, maybe don't do a career in TV. That I don't know. I mean,
no,
really,
dude, what is wrong with you right now?
I'm just saying, TV's a physical thing. Like
Yes,
you see
and do you
people.
always judge people like this based upon their looks? What are
I'm
you
not
doing?
trying to get on a whole sidetrack here, but how many unattractive people are on network news ever?
Plenty.
I mean, maybe going back to like the 60s and 70s or something. I mean, he must be that phenomenal of a reporter? Is that what everyone's trying to claim here?
He's a great reporter, dude. This is the BBC. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with you.
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
Oh, I'm the asshole for pointing out the obvious.
Of course you are, dude. What are you doing right now?
I've got two eyeballs, unlike him. Like it's. I'm sorry. Okay, it's distracting. It's off-putting. I've been watching the BBC for years. I have never seen Quasimodo there. Okay,
this audience would
you
tell
cannot
you.
show me something like that. Expect me not to be taken
He's
aback.
not hideous, dude. He's just not a model. I mean, come on. Listen, this audience would tell you if a woman popped on and started reporting and she was beautiful, it's not the first thing you should say. So when an ugly person pops on and starts giving you great news and great reporting, it's not the first thing you should say.
Yeah. I think it was the second.
Apologize, dude. Apologize immediately, dude.
Who?
Everyone. Yeah, humankind.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I am observant and was taken aback by his clearly off-putting personality or physical appearance. And he's blind and has physical disabilities, you claim. But I'm sorry. Sorry, my eyes are working today. Okay.
All right, well, you judgmental little prick, dude. What do you think? Well, what do you think about?
We live in a vain society. Almost everybody on television is, of course, good looking. How many people have joked with us for years? You guys have the face for radio. Like, I'm just saying, the guy's got the face for radio. Okay.
All right, that's not all you're saying, though. You're saying quite a bit. You're
saying
really
he's not an
taken
attractive
aback,
guy.
dude.
I mean, he really is. It's off-putting. It's shocking. Now, maybe in Britain, when you have teeth like that, like maybe that. And by the way, his physical disability applies to his mouth. I mean, come on.
But he could. I mean, some of the medication that he's on could tear his mouth up.
Was this not a punchline in Austin Powers, how hideous his teeth were? It was a recurring joke in the movie, and that guy has his teeth. Like,
well, we were watching a comedy movie in Austin Powers. We're watching news here, guys, bringing a very important story to the forefront of the nation. Dude.
Does anyone have my back in this comment section?
No, of course they don't. Of course they don't.
No, Steven, don't be shallow like the mega GOP.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
All right. Apologize one more time. Dude.
I'm not apologizing. I guess let's move on. He's not an attractive person, okay? I like to keep it real with the audience. That's all I'm saying, okay?
Okay. All right.
Anyways, I think there was a point to this reporting. So she is calling Trump a liar. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's basically it. He said, she begged me to take a picture. She said that is so not effing true. And as we know about Trump, like you mentioned at the beginning of the show, anytime he's around a woman that he finds attractive, I mean, come on, you know how he treats them. So yeah, she must have said something to him to then create him lying about all this, like, I'll get her back. Otherwise, I don't see any reason for it. Like, you take the picture and no one says anything.
I think you just nailed it, actually. Her.
Yeah.
It's a woman. He loves demeaning and pushing down on them and, demoralizing them. So I'm sure that is entirely what is going on.
Yeah.
And Steve, what is going on with their comments? Are they scrolling really fast on your screen?
I don't know. I don't have them up right now. But yeah, Steve said he's sorry. Drop it, Nick. Okay, I've dropped it, but we're still talking about how ugly he is.
And someone said it out loud. Like, hey, well, I thought that was one of our premises here. Like, we say what you're thinking. We say the quiet part out loud as far as what people don't want to say. I'm just saying, maybe next time, play the audio if that guy's going to be the reporter.
No, I refuse to do that, dude. Not one time did I think about that guy's looks when I pulled the clip or when I played it. I swear to you. No.
Really? That never stood out to you?
No, of course it didn't.
Now who's being disingenuous?
I swear to you. I swear on your kids, dude. I swear on your kids. I didn't even think about it until you brought it up.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to notice the prime minister is an attractive female, and I'm not supposed to notice that reporter is hideous. Okay.
You can notice it, but maybe just keep it to yourself, dude. I mean,
Boy,
come on.
We've come a long ways on the show. Okay.
Yes, we have. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I keep forgetting that we're in our 50s now. Okay.
Yeah,
yes. Right. Solid reporting by the BBC.
Yes, it is.
I'm glad that was no one in America covering the story.
There were, but you know what? I watched his, and his was the most succinct, best reporting on the whole story, to be honest with you. No one else translated what the prime minister said, and she didn't release an English statement, so I thought it was good.
Hey, listen, he's got his eye on the story, so I get it. All right.
Yes,
that
he
leads
does.
to quality reporting.
Yep. He's chomping at the bit to get the information out to you.
Oh, you're calling him a horse?
No.
Real nice. Real nice.
All right. So yeah, we'll see where this goes, but I do think it was her, and that's why he said in the very beginning, oh, she begged me to take a picture. Who begs Trump to take a picture with him except MAGA sycophants?
Well, it's another good example of Trump's diplomacy. Even if she did beg you to take a picture, you don't throw her under the bus and try to embarrass her. So
completely. But after all, we are talking about the all-powerful Trump, a guy that believes that, he's the most powerful man in the world. Would you say that's true?
Well, I would say he thinks it's true. And historically, we do call the president of the United States the most powerful man in the world because, usually we have the moral high ground on a lot of things. Usually we have a whole bunch of allies that all look to us to kind of, lead them down the path. So
sure.
Normally, I would say it's actually an accurate statement, but
it's
sure as fuck is not right now.
Well, and it's also easy to say that because when this country was founded, there was structure put up that was checks and balances. So even though he is the most powerful man in the world, our president, he or she, they have checks and balances. So do they have ultimate power? No, they're not supposed to.
No. We've never experienced that. And we have certainly never had any president, I don't think, I don't remember anyone declaring that they are, in fact, like the most powerful person or that there are no limits to their power, even though there clearly are, as you just referenced.
Yes. This latest clip of Trump being asked about his power, I don't know. I saw this and I was just like, holy shit. He really does feel the way we think he does.
Yeah.
What have you learned about not just the exercise of power, but the limits on your power as a result of the conflict?
There are no limits.
No limit.
No, not. I haven't learned that lesson yet. I know there are, but there are no limits. We defeated them totally militarily. We have the most powerful military in the world by far. Who else could have done a blockade like that? I did a naval blockade where not one ship was able to get through. Some tried. They didn't. It didn't last very long.
And it certainly brought Iran to the table more than before. However, beginning a conflict, you had talked about you only wanted unconditional surrender. And the MOU doesn't look like unconditional surrender.
Well, it really probably is unconditional surrender.
It is?
I think so.
Yeah. That clip is funny. I kept that ending part on there because he just lies to himself, Well, it probably is unconditional surrender. So, of course, he thinks he has unlimited power. And thus far, he has pushed those boundaries a lot further than any president ever has in the history of this country.
Yeah. Listen, I think I've brought this point up before, but I do wonder, does Trump just say what he wants to be reality, lie? Or is he such a narcissist that in his mind, if someone says I'm not attractive, that can't be real. If somebody said I lost this negotiation, that just can't be real. And I honestly struggle with knowing, is he just a flat out liar, or is he such a clinical narcissist that he can't look at the world any other way but than him being right?
You know what, dude? I think he hit on something big there because I think it started with the first of that he's just a freaking liar and he lies because Roy Cohn told him, don't ever surrender. Just keep, lie your way out of it. But I think he is to a point now where he believes all of those lies and he's living in a fantasy world.
Does he not watch the montages that everyone's playing right now? Of I will only accept complete and unconditional surrender versus, or I want total regime change versus where we're at now. We will pay them no money versus this $300 billion. It's delusional.
I think he does, to be honest with you. And when he sees those, that's why he calls Jimmy Kimmel and says to all of these montages, that is fake news. You guys obviously made all that stuff. Right. I told the truth. I've been telling the truth.
And by the way, I'm not trying to make excuses for the man. I obviously despise him on every level. I just, unfortunately, do spend a lot of time thinking about him. And I just wonder. Not that either answer is acceptable or better than the other, but they're both fucking disturbing. And this whole thing going on with Iran, it's already falling apart. And this memorandum is basically just an agreement to try to get to an agreement. It's the framework. It's the structure of a deal or concept of a deal, right?
Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up, dude, because obviously it is. We knew that we've been hearing about, they want a deal so bad, they're going to make a deal, they're begging for a deal. We've been hearing, like you said, a montage of all kinds of different shit. And I thought to myself, why is he pushing this memorandum when the early leaks of this memorandum, everyone was like, what is this, dude? We haven't gotten anywhere. This is what we had years ago with the whole Obama thing, except now we're giving them a shit ton of money. And so, I thought, why is he rushing this now? And I came across this clip today, and I thought, maybe this has something to do with it.
Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. There are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it. And you want to see bedlam?
He's talking about oil. He says the world will be out of oil in 4 weeks.
Well, listen, I know that 20% of the oil comes through the Strait of Hormuz, and that's why it's causing problems. But I'm not good at math, Nick. I think the other 80%, though, must come from somewhere else.
Got to, right? It's got to. I think we produce some here in the United States of America, don't we?
We do, in fact, yeah. Now, I have heard that a motor oil shortage is, pending very soon. I literally just ordered more oil for the old dirt bike because I'm a little worried about that. But listen, I know we're reducing supplies and increasing demand and increasing prices and all that stuff. But every goddamn thing he says about all this stuff is a fucking lie. Just everything. I trust Iran more than I trust our own government.
Right.
Pathetic statement that is.
It's
And
crazy.
yes, Christine, it's a concept of a framework of a deal. And he said the most important part was making sure Iran doesn't have a nuke, which honestly was not even a concern, but this does nothing to address that. It buys them another 60 days to work on it. Meanwhile, it took Obama, I think it was like 2 years to negotiate, that deal. So I'm
Yes.
sure Trump will get it done in 60 days. I'm sure Israel is not going to attack Lebanon again. I'm sure that no one's going to blow up a boat in the Strait. I mean, the whole thing is just set up to fail and to unravel in real time, much
Yeah.
like the reflecting pool. Like, just sit back and watch, everyone. Like, it's just all going to fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's falling apart all around us. And I don't know. It'll be an interesting weekend because what's the deal? They're supposed to sign something on Saturday. I think it's
Well,
Saturday.
they already said that was delayed too, because JD, who Trump is blaming for all of this, he literally said this week, like, I don't even know what's in the deal. JD's taking care of it. Like,
It's
he
unreal.
was supposed to go sign this thing, but nope.
Yeah,
Church
and
enforcement.
that is, that's funny too that JD's out on his book tour right now. He's been doing a lot of stuff, and people are saying like this book deal tour coincides with him pretty much running for president.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to show America he's going to be the next president. So I've got some clips we'll play in a little bit that are really funny of some of his huge fails over this last week. But yeah, now Trump is calling him out. He's not doing good. Trump also said, without him, without Trump, without the USA and what we're doing, there would be no Israel. Okay? There wouldn't be, it would just be blown off the face of the earth. Listen to this clip.
Yeah.
Without the United States, there would be no Israel. Without me, there would be no Israel, because no other president was willing to do what I did.
That's true.
I've had a great relationship with Bibi, but now Bibi has to be more responsible with respect to Lebanon. Lebanon used to be a great country. It was a country where you had professors, doctors, lawyers. The great intellect was in Lebanon. Now it's terrible. I would say of all countries, they've been treated the worst. And they can't defend themselves. And they have Hezbollah, which is a problem for them. So, no, I'm not happy with the way Israel has handled themselves with Lebanon and with Hezbollah. When you ask me about Bibi, an unbelievable relationship. But Israel would have been blown up a long time ago had I not gotten involved.
Yeah, that's
it is an
true.
unbelievable relationship.
Yeah.
And America used to be great too until we had MAGA. Just like he's saying, Lebanon used to be great until they have Hezbollah. Like, yeah, we all got our own problems, apparently.
Yeah, and isn't that true? I mean, a lot of people out there think that, hey, we're fighting this war for Bibi. That's the whole reason we got into this whole thing. So
They basically told us that at the start. So,
Yeah.
a lot of people do think that.
he is the only president that could have done it. You're the only president that
Yes.
would have done it.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, yes. Yeah, spot on. He's the only one gullible enough to be manipulated by Bibi to do this thing that he clearly thought was going to be like Venezuela or whatever. Like, just
Yes.
a day in, day out, we bomb them, we take some stuff, moving on to the next thing. I mean, remember, originally, what was it, 2 to 4 weeks they said it would take to, get all this done? We're now 4 months, over 100 days. I saw an estimate today, $126 billion I think we've spent.
It's unreal.
And that's as far as we know, because we also know the damage that has been done to our bases over there is way more extensive that they're admitting to. And they're having satellite companies like, don't update those satellite images. We don't need anyone seeing all our bases on fire. Like,
Totally.
it's craziness. So
Yeah, it's
that's fun.
interesting. With all that money, Steve, do you think, I mean, I have no clue what it would cost for healthcare? I mean, does anybody know what it would cost for everybody to have healthcare?
I mean, I can't give you the fact off the top of my head, but I've seen multiple things about, yes, what we're spending on this war, or if Elon Musk gave up 5% of his net worth, like we could cure homelessness, we could have universal health care. Like, all of this is achievable, especially in this particular day and age. And especially, Trump's always trying to tout his billionaire buddies. Like, we have more billionaires in this cabinet in his administration than ever. I mean, by a long shot. And Elon's, his little butt buddy there. So it's not a homophobic thing. It's just an insult to Elon. But I'm just saying, like, if he wanted to lean on people, he could. And I saw something from Sam Altman today, one of the AI gurus, saying that, in theory, he's apparently going to propose this, that we could share a percentage of the AI profits with America. Like every citizen could get a check every, 6 months from the AI profits. And I don't know that makes it better as far as the data centers and the waste of electricity and everything else goes. But it's nice to hear some billionaire be like, hey, maybe we should give a little back.
Yeah, right.
Maybe, you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice in the sense that, like, they're going to do it anyway, and we're not going to get shit for it. So, yeah, you might as well get something back.
Right, yes. Naomi here says $200 billion. Is that what you're saying? That was what it would cost per year to do health insurance? Well, we're almost there. Let's bomb Iran a couple more times, and we'd be at $200 billion. So
it's incredible, dude. And just to think, like Trump has no issues calling on his homies to try and get money for ballrooms and shit like that. But you know what? Call your friends up and say, like, the only sort of philanthropic thing that we've seen, and I think there's got to be money attached to it for somebody, is the Dell boys and girl giving these children funds. You know what I'm talking about? Where, like, setting up a financial fund for kids. I forget what they call it, but that's the only sort of philanthropic thing that any of his buddies have done.
Yeah, no, I agree. We have conflicting answers going on in the comments about what it would cost. But
imagine that.
Either way, I think my point here is that money could be way more better spent here in America on actual, human beings, actual American citizens. So.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's funny with the talk about all this money going to Iran. It's funny. First of all, I'll play this short clip, and then I've got a clip of Republicans being asked, people that you would think would just kiss Trump's butt about all of this money going to Iran and what their answers are. But I'm going to start it off with this clip from Trump that I just can't fathom why he would feel like it's okay to say this. And I want to get your opinion on it just because I want to see if you think the same thing I do.
Good.
We did $1.5 trillion, maybe $2 trillion worth of damage. So somebody's going to have to help them out. There's no guarantee about helping them out. And could be their neighbors will help them out a little bit. I don't know. But it's a lot of money. Almost nobody has that kind of money. That's the kind of damage that was done. But we're not investing any money. There was a fake story. There was a fake news story.
So they're bringing a lot of money to Iran. And, I mean, we've bombed the shit out of them. We've ruined their country. Someone's got to help them. Like, that's how it works now? So we lose on the front end and the back end?
Well, apparently. I mean, you break it, you bought it, I guess. And I'm not surprised that a lot of these reports are saying that Iran wants some fucking money to help fix our country that you just blew up for no goddamn reason. So
yes, for no reason at all.
Right. And I know he's trying to say it's fake news. We're not giving them money. Now, first of all, he might be splitting hairs. Like, we're not giving tax dollars to them. These are sanctions and other, frozen assets and things that are going to be released. So we would be giving it to them. It's not coming out of your and my pocket, but, that is sort of semantical there. And I have heard multiple Republicans citing that little statistic of $300 billion that we're going to be giving them. So it's not some left-wing liberal talking point. Like,
no.
And why don't you just have a little more full disclosure? And you also don't seem to acknowledge that this is a temporary framework for the next 60 days. So
completely, dude. That kind of money for 60 days, dude. Now listen to these Republicans being asked about this.
Are you concerned about this $300 billion rehabilitation fund for Iran?
I am. History demonstrates that giving billions of dollars to theocratic lunatics who want to murder us is an exceptionally bad idea. And I think, unfortunately, the president is receiving some really bad advice on this deal. I don't want to see us send a penny to the Ayatollah.
I don't want to give them any money. I mean, I wouldn't want to give Iran any money. So let's see what's in it and how it's structured and so forth.
Creepy.
But, I certainly wouldn't want to give Iran money.
Iran's left stronger. We are left weaker. Our allies are left weaker.
Buffering.
Iran gets $300 billion to rebuild, which they'll use some of it to support things that we don't care for. I think that we have 13 Americans dead. We spent anywhere from $25 to $100 billion in munitions, and it turns out we've lost the credible threat of attacking them again. So there's a lot of stuff in there.
Are you okay with the $300 billion rehabilitation fund in
I have to
particular?
know where that money is coming from, because I don't think my constituents are going to be really happy about it if that's all U.S. taxpayer dollars. If it is their money that we're releasing, that might be a different story.
No.
If we give billions of dollars to Iran, that money will be used to murder Americans. And so I don't believe we should do that.
It's debatable. But, yeah. First of all, UGG-type cruise. Yes, I would agree with that.
Yes.
It does. I don't know that it does matter where the money's coming from. It would be certainly worse if it was taxpayer dollars, sure. But we're giving them the money regardless. It's money they don't have now. They didn't have 4 months ago. And as part of this negotiation, we're giving it to them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Joni Ernst there. Like, I don't think your constituents will really care where it's coming from.
Well, you wonder, like, you do kind of care where it comes from, because although maybe we're not paying that money out of pocket, but could that money be put into our pocket or into our country? You know, it's one half dozen, six in the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. Either way, he has set the bar as far as trying to beat Obama's deal, and clearly so far is not, and has given up on all of this regime change and nuclear weapons and complete and total surrender. I mean, it's hilarious. It's capitulation because he's over it. He's been playing with this toy long enough, and now it's backfiring. They want to fix as much as they can by November, so yeah, they're freaking out.
You're so right, dude. He's tired of playing with the toy. He wants a new toy now.
Yeah.
It's getting old.
Wants to go pick on Cuba or Greenland again or who knows where. So,
yeah.
Good luck to everyone involved in that shit show.
Yes. We'll see what happens.
All right. Speaking of shit shows, Trump's UFC fight.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I said on Tuesday's show we were going to stop talking about this thing, but there's just been a funny update to it. So, as with everything MAGA, they're lying about numbers and stats and trying to inflate their own little egos. So, this is Joe Rogan from either Monday or Tuesday of this week, a couple days ago. And let me just play what he says, and then there'll be a little fact check at the end here, okay?
Okay.
And it is one of the most watched sporting events in the history of the world.
Yeah.
I don't know what the total overall views are as of now.
He's talking about the
but
UFC.
I know that it was like well over, I think it was 150 million just by Monday.
Unbelievable.
Just by Monday. So that's like the night of, and then people that watched the replay that weren't there when the fight took place because they heard about it. But now between then and now we're dealing with Tuesday. Like, it's probably another 50 or 60 million people.
Yeah. Really?
Turns out that's not right at all.
Oh, that's hysterical.
So I don't know what's going on. I'm on huge screen and the video's on a little screen, so I don't know what the people are seeing out there. But allow me to translate the fact checking that was going on at the end there. First of all, when Ronda Rousey fought Gina Carano on Netflix, they got more viewers than this whole entire UFC fight did.
Yeah.
Rogan just said 150 million the first day, probably another 50 million or so the second day. No, the total viewership worldwide was 8.2 million. 7 million of those were in America. The other million plus were in Latin America. So 7 million, certainly not 150 million, certainly not 200 million, and they couldn't even beat the Ronda Rousey fight on Netflix. So he was only off by about 130 million, give or take, whether you take his first day or second day totals. So
think about this, dude. He's basically, even if it's 100 and just 150 or 200 million, he's saying at least half or more of the country watched that fight.
Right.
I want you to think about the fact that, I mean, anyone in my circle, I don't know anyone who's watched it.
Correct. Super Bowl, by the way, 125 million.
Okay. Yeah, are you kidding me, dude?
And that's an event that you do know almost everyone watches. I mean,
yes.
I know everyone was talking about this shit show, but most of us wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And those numbers came directly from Paramount, the network that put the whole thing on. Right. So 7 million Americans watched it, not 150 million. Joe Rogan, who constantly just makes up his own bullshit and goes with it because it feels correct to him.
Yes. I mean, it's kind of like he's kind of like Trump, dude, where he just talks shit and just says numbers. And from podcast to podcast, those numbers are completely different.
Yes. Self-aggrandizing, much like Trump, because that whole rant, I cut it in half because who wants to hear him babble? But it started off with him saying, like, 20 years ago when I got into UFC, everyone was like, what are you doing, man? And now look at us, we're on the White House. And that's where it started. And 150 biggest sporting event in history. Look at me. You're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And 7 million is not like nothing or anything, but I don't know. I mean, on Really American, we average like 7, 8, 9 million views a month. Just vocal minority content. Not the entire channel.
Yeah. No, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, I'd love to see Joe Rogan lying on his podcast, and especially when it's so easy to fact check that shit.
I was gonna say, I'm sure he went live today. It was like, everybody, I made a major mistake.
Yeah, I'm sure he blamed it on something great.
Right. So there you go. That's hopefully the last talk we can have about the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not enough people who care about it, obviously. Only 7 million people watched it. So listen to this, dude. I'm going to play this clip for you. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I thought this clip was just interesting. We can talk about this a little bit after
I'll give you a little inside information about myself. I don't have health insurance. And I want to see if I can take care of myself as best possible. Yes, I know I'm taking a risk, but I can take care of myself as best possible by doing what I've always done, eating healthy, doing great exercise, sleeping good at night, but also seeking alternative treatments that are good for me as I age.
What if you get hit by a fucking car? You gonna herbal remedy your way out of that? She's a multi-millionaire, so I don't even believe she doesn't have insurance. She didn't take the Cobra option from when she quit her job recently. Or maybe
I don't
she
know.
quit. She didn't get to keep it. But that's a terrible mindset, by the way, because she has a bunch of followers that probably cannot afford health insurance. So they're thinking like, well, I'm just going to do like, I'll just eat better and I'll be fine. Cancer won't come because I eat my greens, and no car is going to run over me because I'm jogging.
Dude, you thought all the same shit that I thought. I was like, first of all, this is funny because this is the whole ivermectin thing. Like, you say shit like this and you don't realize that there's a lot of stupid people out there that are like, yeah, I eat good. I'm going to try the same thing. Like, I'm going to stop wasting money on this health insurance.
Right.
That ruins families generationally. You know what I mean? Like, if something happens, you get cancer, you get hit by a bus, or whatever, it puts people into debt for a long time.
Right.
But I just think it's so funny how she talks about this. She's so glib, and you had the chance to do something about this. You're talking about healthcare being so expensive. Like, you had the opportunity for a long time to do something about this. And now that you're out, you're just like, yeah, I'm going to toy with this a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Hey, don't do any of us any favors. It's
Yes.
like Trump cutting funding to the Secret Service. Like, these things may backfire on you or front fire on you, if you know what I mean.
Yes, good. Marjorie Taylor Greene also talked about traveling to Mexico for regenerative stem cell treatment, which is thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
She's trying to get rid of those feet. What's she trying to regenerate?
It could be the Hobbit feet. I don't know what ailments that she's got going on, but she said treatment is significantly less expensive in Mexico and more accessible than it is in the United States. Yeah, dummy. We've been telling you that for a long time. Again, why didn't you do anything while you were able to help do something?
Right.
You know,
Listen, she's been coming around a little bit, saying some things that seem to make some level of sense, but not that. What dangerous, short-sighted, stupid advice.
This is my point. You can't fix stupid. So, like, maybe, yes, we'll play a little MTG from time to time, making sense. Like Steve always says, a broken clock is right twice a day. It's not to highlight that all of a sudden her IQ is way up.
No, clearly not. And on the same topic, I guess, of gambling with your health and just winging it out there, this is, I want to say it's a funny story. I'm going to say it's a funny story because everyone involved in the story brought it on themselves, including our troops. And I normally don't want to make fun of our troops, but they brought this on themselves. Okay. Watch.
A Texas Air Force base is grappling with a major flu outbreak just weeks after Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth dropped the military's flu vaccine requirement. At the time, this is what Hegseth said about it.
We're seizing this moment to discard any absurd, overreaching mandates that only weaken our warfighting capabilities. In this case, this includes the universal flu vaccine and the mandate behind it. The notion that a flu vaccine must be mandatory for every service member everywhere in every circumstance at all times is just overly broad and not rational.
Now, the New York Times reports nearly 160 troops have been sickened at Lackland Air Force Base.
Ever since that reversal took effect, instead of almost about 100% of the airmen in the Air Force being vaccinated for the flu, that number has been reduced to about 40% right now. And in addition to the 159 trainees who have now come down with the flu, there are reports that 2 of them have actually been hospitalized, and one of the airmen actually passed away in his 6th week of basic training. Now, the Air Force officially is saying that the cause of that death is still under investigation, but we are hearing that that specific trainee had not gotten the vaccine.
Right. Okay, now I'm going to clarify. It's not funny someone died. But these are all troops. It went from 100% vaccinated down to 40%. So 60% of them who are probably buying into all of this anti-vax bullshit decided not to get the flu shot, which is not some controversial thing, by the way. And now there's a flu outbreak at this one base, 2 hospitalized, 1 dead. And this is all because Hegseth decided not to make it mandatory. And some of these idiots decided well, if the boss says it's not mandatory, and RFK is always talking about vaccines, and all my Facebook friends are always saying vaccines, and now look what's happening.
It's unbelievable. I mean, the way that these people just discount the fact that the words they say have real life consequences. And just, to Keg's breath, it's just another day, dude, where he says, we're not going to mandate any vaccines, all that woke bullshit. This is the Department of War. And then he goes home and drinks a 6-pack or whatever. But he doesn't realize that, you're supposed to be taking care of your military. And you know what? If you never brought it up, people would have just continued to get it. It's not like you were getting a lot of complaints. I don't want to take this thing anymore. It's just throwing shit out there to see what sticks.
It's all part of this just anti-woke agenda. Anything they think is woke. They just want to go after. They went after, no beards in the military, which primarily affected African-American men, and vaccines, and, not Hegseth personally stopped promotions of black women. I mean, it's just anything that he thinks looks liberal or woke, they just don't want anything to do with, and just shooting ourselves in the foot.
Completely. No, it's just crazy. I mean, listen, I want to say that if you're still listening to RFK when it comes to your health, if you're still listening to Dr. Oz or, even Pete Kegsbreath here about medical decisions, then you get what you pay for, dude. I'm sorry you died or you lost a loved one, but you get what you pay for, dude. Sorry.
Yes, spot on. It's science. I hate to quote Ron Burgundy, but it's science. Why you have faith in the airplane will fly you to Iran, but you don't have faith in the science behind aeronautics or vaccines or medicines or everything else.
Great point.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
When it comes to our military right now, this administration continues to just make a mockery accidentally, I guess. They always think they're doing great things for the military, but oftentimes it turns out, that job's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. This is Donald Trump getting ready to give out a Medal of Honor. He gave away 3 of them, and this was him announcing the names of the medals of honor that he was going to bestow upon 3 soldiers.
Okay.
Marine Corps Major James Capers, Marine Corps Colonel John W. Ripley, deceased, and Army Major Nicholas Dockery.
Unbelievable.
He is Ron Burgundy. He reads whatever's on the teleprompter. That is
Unbelievable, dude.
Wow. Funny quick side story. You know, my girlfriend Kennedy just got a new tattoo.
Yeah.
And when she sent the tattoo artist the quote that she wanted included in there, she put it in quotations. And it said something in Latin. And she said, you know, I wanted to say this, the quote. And then she said, but don't put the quote marks. And so when he showed her the rough draft to put on her arm, it said the quote, and then it said, but don't put the quote marks.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. That's a good thing she checked, dude.
Right. This is why you
Who
would
does
proofread these sorts of things. And Trump reading off the, you know, extemporaneously like that, that is never going to be a good idea.
Steve Harness, deceased. Abrams. Like, what? And he didn't even catch himself. Like,
Steve Harness, deceased. Don't say deceased. Just say the guy. Okay. Like, I mean, yes.
This is a soldier stepping up to the podium for his Medal of Honor. Okay.
There's some very white on that.
Listen to me when I say that David Pakman put this out in real time. He was going to double time it. This video goes on for 52 seconds. It takes him to put that medal on that soldier. I don't understand. Like, what are you doing?
It's like a teenager trying to get a bra off or something.
Exactly, dude.
I've never done this.
Never put it on. And when he finally gets it on, he's like, that's never coming off. Like, he put it on real good. Like such a big boy. This is the guy that constantly talks about cognitive tests and his IQ is higher than any other president.
Right. Wow.
Jeez, dude.
I don't know if you saw it at the end there. He does embrace the man.
Yes.
He like hugs him from behind. He does this whole thing. Like, it's all weird.
It's all very, very strange, but yeah. Speaking of IQ, did you see JD Vance on his little book tour talked about Donald Trump's IQ? This is what he had to say about it.
Yeah. If you give Donald Trump an IQ test with the other 45, 46 presidents that the United States has had, I guarantee he'd be either near the top or at the top.
I mean, come on.
Come on, you can't believe that.
What's the punchline of that joke? I don't get it.
It's done, dude. Didn't JD Vance go to Yale? I mean, or
Yeah,
so
I mean-
like you can't believe that. You can't sincerely believe that.
I went to Harvard. I mean, I bought a shirt at a gift shop and then you know, moved on with my day.
Right, yeah.
that may be what he did as well. And by the way, I don't know if the New York Times is listening to our show right now, but literally, I just got a breaking news alert. Secret vetting and blocked promotions inside Hegseth's war on diversity. Like literally what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
The New York Times just put out a whole brand new article on the topic. So,
good.
Yeah, go read that.
You know who Gutfeld is, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a watcher, but I'm aware of who he is.
Yeah.
I'm aware of who he is, like I'm aware of who Hitler is. Like,
Yes.
not a fan, but I'm aware
He
of
exists.
Yes.
JD Vance out on his book tour stopped everywhere. He stopped at The View. I mean, he stopped on a lot of different podcasts, but he did stop on Gutfeld's show. He's saying something here that happened on The View to Greg Gutfeld, and then Gutfeld makes this joke. And I say that in air quotes because no one seemed to get it, but here's this uncomfortable exchange.
As I thought it was going to be. Joy Behar even said during the break, not joking, she said, you know what? You're like pretty good for a Republican. And I was like, whoa, that is a way better compliment than I expected from Joy Behar. I got to say, I thought that Sunny, the woman to my left, was going to call me a racist. In reality, it was Whoopi, the woman to my right, who called me a racist. So expectations were defied.
Well, you know why Sonny can't call you a racist? Because, as you know, her ancestors were slave owners.
What?
Look it up.
What does that matter?
I don't have any idea. I mean, I don't know. That was so uncomfortable and so weird. And
We all have, when you go back several generations, racist relatives. So what the fuck does that even supposed to mean?
he's supposed to take over for Colbert eventually. You know, this is a guy that's at the top of his game. I was like, what is that? That same thing. What does that even mean, dude? What are you trying to say?
Exactly. As Christine here says, Vance went to Yale. He just didn't go inside.
Right.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
And what a great defense. Like, hey, they said I wasn't so bad, or I wasn't the worst Republican ever. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the humble brag you apparently think it is, good sir.
Completely.
Here's an interesting little debate, okay? I don't know. I love disagreeing with Republicans, but this is Rick Scott, and let me just play it, and then we'll discuss.
Well, Kanye West adores Hitler. I mean, Maria, this is crazy. Kanye West adores Hitler, sells clothes with swastikas, is anti-Semitic, and a public venue in Tampa Bay, Florida, decides to have him come and give a concert. Because Jews paid for it. The Jews in Tampa are paying for this. They pay their taxes, and they're going to bring somebody in to attack Jews? This is the craziest thing in the world. I have a petition going on right now. You can go to change.org. You can get on at Sin Rick Scott, S-E-N Rick Scott on X to sign up. We've had thousands of people sign up. This has to get canceled.
Okay, so Kanye West is playing a concert in Florida, and it's at Raymond James Stadium, home of the Buccaneers, I think. And yeah, it was a publicly funded stadium. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to matter, though. But listen, I don't like Kanye West either. I mean, he's gone completely off the deep end. He's a terrible person. But what happened to Republicans of like, don't tread on me in the free market? Like, if people want to go to his concert, I know, hate speech is protected speech. So even if he is going to hold a Nazi rally, like, I don't think you can stop him. The free market can stop him, not elected officials deciding what entertainers we want to ban.
Maybe you should start with the president if you're trying to ban racist shit.
Nazi lovers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should start there. You have more power to do it there than you do here. And yeah, you're right. Like, hopefully no one shows up for this and the market cancels it out on its own. But yeah, Rick Scott, what are you doing? And are you trying to grab brownie points somewhere for this? I don't understand why he's doing it.
Yeah.
It's off brand is what I'm saying for Rick Scott.
It's off brand for Republicans, period, to be, interfering with the free market and what private businesses want to do. And yeah, the will of the people and don't tread on me and everything else. And I did Google it. Apparently Kanye does sell merchandise with swastikas on it. Like, so if you are going to that concert, you just might be a terrible person. You just might be a little short-sighted. That's where the pressure should be, not on him. If people are going to show up to his concert, like, it's not on him.
Yeah, we got to worry about the masses, dude. We got to worry about the masses that are going to this shit show.
Yeah, no, for sure. Exactly. And I'd be willing to bet it's a lot of mega types if it's just going to be a swastika, rally. But we'll see.
I would think so. Hey, we forgot to say Happy Juneteenth as we celebrate today, and I thought a great way to be celebration was to talk a little bit about Obama opening his presidential library in Chicago. What an event it was.
Right.
We can talk about some of the entertainers that were there, but first, I just want to play this clip from Michelle Obama kicking this thing off. Have you seen the whole thing from Michelle Obama, Steve?
Yeah, most of it, yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Keep in mind, this is coming on the heels of her being wildly insulted with that racist bullshit at the UFC fight.
100%. I don't know. I've watched it a couple of times all the way through. It just gets better every time I watch it. Gives me the chills, makes me emotional, makes me feel something a certain kind of way about a country that I haven't felt in a long time. So without further ado...
Michelle Obama just brought the house down at the opening of the Obama Presidential Library in Chicago. She torched Donald Trump without even having to utter his name, showing the contrast between the Obama administration and this Trump administration. Watch this.
You were unflappable at every turn, always focused, always calm, always looking at the long view. How absurd it is to even imagine that you might have buckled under the pressure even once, lashed out in frustration, lost your temper. How absurd it is to imagine that you might have done anything but make our family and this entire country proud. No, you were too busy. I'm not done, y'all. Not done. So much to say. You were doing the people's work, rescuing our economy, expanding healthcare, ending a war, ordering the bin Laden raid, saving an auto industry, winning a peace prize.
Hillary Clinton thought that
Keeping
was
us
very
safe
funny.
from Ebola, regulating the banks, standing up for marriage equality, listening to science, and comforting an entire nation in the face of unspeakable tragedies. And you did it all with such grace and class and cool that you made the hardest job in the world look like a walk in this beautiful park.
That's
Yes.
right.
I mean,
can I just say real quick, what Fried Samurai here. Anyone got a magnifying glass? I agree. I don't know what the fuck's going on with their videos today.
Yeah,
They're all
I-
this big, and I'm gigantic while these videos are playing.
I don't understand it either. There's obviously some sort of technical difficulty going on, man.
Yeah, and my comments are all glitching and stuff on me. So, our apologies, people. Let's do like I said earlier with the BBC. Just listen to it, okay?
Yeah.
Pretend it's radio.
Just listen. Who
Or just
attended?
enjoy my face in full, full 4K for you.
Who attended this bad boy? The likes of Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Vice President Kamala Harris, Justin Trudeau was there, Angela Merkel, Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, Spielberg, Letterman, Conan O'Brien.
Vanilla Ice? CNC
No,
Music
he
Factory?
wasn't there, dude. The musical guests,
Kid Rock.
no, wasn't there. It was
Real
more.
quick before you run through this A-list all-star concert lineup, just the fact that George W. Bush and his wife were there, that says everything you need to know. Everyone loves the Obamas. Everyone hates Trump. If
Yeah.
W had any concern about the optics of that, he never would have shown up, but he does not give a fuck because Obama is a great man, is a great president. The whole Obama family is. So I thought that was hilarious. And I also loved, did you see Stephen Colbert there?
Yeah.
Did you see what he was wearing?
No.
A tan suit, head to toe.
That's funny, dude.
It was a funny little jab there.
I didn't actually see him. I just saw his name on the list. But yeah, that's really funny, dude.
Yeah. So yes, the musical acts juxtaposed to the shit show we just saw with Trump's 250, where I mean even Milli Vanilli canceled on him. So who played who played Obama's concert?
We had Stevie Wonder. We had Bruce Springsteen, Bono and the Edge, John Legend, Jennifer Hudson, Christina Aguilera, Common, Eddie Vedder, Mark Anthony, Thames, The Roots. I mean, this is all A celebrities,
Yes, but they all canceled at the last minute because they got tricked into doing it. They didn't
Oh.
realize it was Obama's, so they all canceled.
Wrong event, dude. Wrong event. Yeah.
Man, not only did all of just even Bruce Springsteen, Eddie Vedder, and U2. I mean, they
Right.
could have just stopped right there and been like, "We won," but to have the list just keep going and going and going. And Eddie Vedder played a brand new song at this thing. I mean,
he wrote a song for the event,
right?
And even against the advice of Obama, Obama's like, "That's going to be really difficult to do. You don't feel like you have to do that." And he was like, "No, I'm going to do it, dude."
So amazing. And I don't know. I mean, some people, I know we're all architect critics all of a sudden, but are they don't like the way that building looks. I think it looks cool. I mean,
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
boring old building is lame. And that thing, it is cool. It does look, it's got Star Wars. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's
Yeah.
got a whole park and facility around it. I mean, geez. And I
Yeah.
will tell you too, Obama and I cried on the news this morning. Well, I was watching Obama on the news. He was crying and I was crying.
Oh, really? About what?
There's a part of this museum where they have on display letters that people sent him when he was president. And he said they picked like, I don't know, 100. He said, we got like 40,000 a month or something. But, they picked these letters. And one of them was from like a 10-year-old girl saying that my mother was terminally ill with cancer and she got in a wheelchair and went down and voted for you in 2008 and then passed away shortly after that. She wanted, her dying wish was to vote for you. And this letter not only made it into his, library museum, but then NBC News walks out with a tablet, and that girl is now an adult. and said to him, like, I am so honored that my mom's legacy is part of your library, and I'm a registered nurse. I graduated school. I'm just like, I started crying. Then Obama's like, I see what you're doing. You're all trying to get me here. He's wiping tears away. Like, it was a beautiful moment because everyone loves the man.
Yes.
God.
Yes. No, it was fantastic, dude. Michelle Obama's whole thing was incredible, and the people who showed, you always see that. I mean, this is obviously not a funeral, but you've been to funerals where you're like, holy crap, dude. People respected and loved this person because at the end of the day, we show up for those who make a difference, those who give back, those who love, those who have compassion and empathy. Obama was all that and more. So what an event, dude.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
To kind of put a little bow and cherry on this whole thing, I will tell you that as we talk about some of those performers and those big names, we often say, who does MAGA have left? And it has come down to Vanilla Ice, not even Milli Vanilli, but Vanilla Ice and Kid Rock, I think.
Yeah.
But
and Lee Greenwood, don't forget about 84-year-old Lee Greenwood.
Yeah,
and his crazy. 5 versions of America the Beautiful.
Right. His techno version is the best. This video I'm going to play, it's not important to see, only to hear. I will tell you that this is a MAGA guy. Jelly Roll is his name. And he is covering a band who's anti-Trump. He's covering Green Day. His daughter comes out on stage with him to cover this track. This is the worst pile of shit that I have ever heard. And talk about wanting your money back, dude. I would walk out of this show and tell me what you think of this, okay?
On a fork stuck in the road, tongue grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of the test and don't ask why.
It's not even bad
It's not a question, but an answer learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, what a beautiful, this can't get no better for me, y'all.
That's too bad.
So take the photographs and hang them on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories of dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right.
It's all wrong.
Is that unbelievable? Wow.
I can't believe a professional musician who could put on a show like that.
Oh.
And by the way, just to keep things even, he's an ugly motherfucker too, okay? Like, I know he's lost a bunch of weight, but he is not a good-looking man. I hate fucking face tattoos, and his voice is even uglier. You'll notice I don't say anything about the woman there because I'm not going to comment on her looks.
Yeah.
Like, I'll comment if a woman like the Italian prime minister is clearly a beautiful, smart, accomplished woman, but I'm not going to throw her under the bus. But her voice is fucking miserable.
Oh my God, dude. What are you doing up there? Like, I understand maybe if she was 4, you'd be like, oh, that's cute. She's trying to sing. But this is an adult woman, dude.
And yeah, you're right. The irony of them covering a Green Day song. Are they going to do Bruce Springsteen and Pearl Jam next? I mean,
yeah.
Wow. Lack of self-awareness.
100%.
I guess that's Mega's mantra, though, right? Lack
Yes.
of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, wow, that was really bad.
It was really bad.
I do tend to cut some people a little slack in live performances. Maybe you can't hear yourself that well, but I mean, that was just
I mean, it was nowhere close to in tune. I mean,
right. Wow.
yeah,
Fun
pretty
stuff. Before we wrap it up, I just want to throw one thing out here. So we learned there's a book coming out called Regime Change that I'm going to buy. I mean, we're getting a lot of excerpts coming out here. It's by two of the New York Times reporters, Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan. And they've got all sorts of interesting scoops that are coming out of the White House. And I mean, there's a few. We learned that Trump has been super gluing gold ornaments onto the White House walls, the Oval Office.
Yeah.
Apparently someone walked in and was gluing. The president was super gluing shit to the fireplace in the Oval Office. Like,
yeah,
that's freaking crazy. Trump has apparently been throwing out high-end sterling silver utensils.
spoons, yeah.
He's been throwing them out. Mainly because he eats late at night in his bed and there's so much garbage, he just throws it all away. So the staff has been having to go through the garbage to get these priceless, White House silverware back out of the garbage. But
it's not even the fact that they're just sterling silver. Like, they have history. Like, I mean, you're throwing away museum quality shit.
Exactly. But I find this one even creepier. So, from this new book, Regime Change, coming out soon, it'll be a bestseller. We now know what Trump's nickname is for Barron Trump.
Oh, we do. I didn't see this.
The book claims that, that Barron was the first person to inform Trump about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Apparently, Barron called him right away, and Trump told him, "Calm down, honey, calm down." His nickname for Barron Trump is Honey. And Eric Trump has also previously said that Trump calls him Honey. Honey. His sons. He calls his sons Honey.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I mean, especially coming from him.
It's very odd. I understand Tiger, Champ,
Yeah.
Honey?
Yeah, it does seem odd. Does seem really weird.
I get creeped out just thinking of that. If my dad called me Honey, I'd be like, what did you just call me?
Would you, is it uncomfortable if you would refer to Ivanka as Honey?
No.
Just the boy thing, yeah.
I mean, depending on how he said it, because he would say it in some creepy, pervy way.
Yeah.
We all know what he thinks of Ivanka. But no, Honey is something, I'm not trying to get into gender roles here, but it's something a man calls a woman, be it your girlfriend, wife, your daughter, or whatever. And even that is still kind of old school and antiquated. But the man's 80, so whatever. But calling your sons Honey?
Yeah, it seems very odd, especially coming from such a manly man, that he thinks I'm a man,
Right.
Yeah. That's weird. No wonder they have a bad relationship, Barron and Eric, dude. I mean,
right. Honey Boo Boo Bears.
Honey Boo Bear. Not far off from what he's doing. The book also claims Melania and Trump obviously sleep in separate bedrooms and have separate personal living spaces. According to the book, Melania occupies the traditional White House master bedroom. In the second term, Trump took it back. Did you see that?
Well, she's hardly ever there. So that'd be like you sleeping in the guest room when your wife moved out. Like, why would you not go back in the main room? And yeah, I did a story a few months ago about how they have separate beds on Air Force One. So
Right.
that if they are for some reason traveling together, Melania was the one that insisted, I want separate beds installed in Air Force One.
Yeah.
What a loving relationship.
So
they have.
crazy, dude. Well, they must love each other so much. I also found out, just as a final note on this, that, when Trump and her have different bedrooms, he wanted his, because she had the master or the primary suite in the White House, he was like, I got to out decorate her. So he did glue all kinds of gold shit into his bedroom he was sleeping in as well, which is just weird.
Wow. The super gluing thing.
Yeah. Petty.
And why would you should not be super gluing things to a wall if you live in, like, I don't know, just the trashiest house there is, but the White House, the Oval Office. Someone walks in and the president's sitting there super gluing tacky gold shit to the. You have nothing better to do, and do you know how much damage that's going to cause?
Right.
Just how
You're
wrong
not
it
getting your
is.
deposit back, dude. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Plenty of-
exactly. If I rent a house, I'm not going to glue shit to the wall.
Yeah. Plenty of MAGA supporters have come out and said a lot of married couples have separate bedrooms. I don't know that a lot of healthy marriages have separate bedrooms. Other than, like if there's a health issue or something like that, I get it. But like, come on, dude, this is weird.
Right. There's an assumption there that, yes, there are some health issues, or some people just prefer, my husband snores or whatever, but then they live a happy together life the rest of the time. Melania is never there. She won't hold his hand. She's disgusted by him. She kisses him like you would kiss your grandma or something, the weird little side pucker. Like, come on. It's
weird.
just evidence 500 that either that marriage was never real or it's certainly DOA at this point. Or
Right.
he's holding her puppy in some, Guantanamo Bay or something.
Yes. All right. Well, let's wrap it up, dude. It is Friday. We got a weekend to get to here.
We do. So, yeah. All right. We appreciate everyone. Sorry for the technical problems. I don't know what's going on with the videos, but we'll figure that out. But in the meantime, if you want to go to thevocalminority.net, you can contact us directly and watch and share everything you see here on the Really American platform.
Yes, indeed. Happy Juneteenth and have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, we'll get the video shit fixed and we'll see you on Tuesday of this next week. Come on. Hello?
And that'll do it for another edition of The Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve. Thanks for joining us on the Really American Media platform. Check out all our social media wherever good social media is found. Until next time, you tiny little bastards, good day.
Good day.
And we say bye-bye.